But I got to say, that new United States champion, it may be a sign of things to come tonight. We very well could get an entire new set of champions here in the WWE. And with the draft coming up, rematch clauses are in jeopardy. Because right now, if Kalisto gets drafted to a different brand than RVD, he can't re-challenge for that United States Championship. So that's going to be also a thing to keep in mind. If you want to see these rematches, then you've got to try and draft both superstars that are going to be in that rivalry continuing. But if you don't want to see it, then don't draft both superstars. Just draft one or the other and make sure that they don't get a rematch clause for that championship. So that's going to be important to keep in mind if this draft turns out the way that I'm hoping it's going to. But if we got to do the randomized draft, then we've got to do the randomized draft. There's nothing I can do about that. You guys are the ones in control, and I'm hoping that people will find that really cool and interesting to be in control of a brand. You guys could be in control and draft an entire brand's roster. All you got to do is wait till the end of this show, and you guys can do that. So I'd be sure to check that out. And those of you watching on YouTube after the fact, obviously, you just got to wait for it. I'm just mainly addressing the people on Twitch with that one. As right now, Eric Rowan, a couple of shots, and Goldust is busted wide open. As Eric Rowan now, relative control of this matchup, now slapping Goldust with that forearm, and now tossing Goldust. Here comes R-Truth, and R-Truth now diving off the top rope, elbow first into Braun Strowman as Eric Rowan going after Goldust. He's got relative control here, but now going after R-Truth from behind, and Eric Rowan and Braun Strowman have sort of regained some control here. Braun Strowman looks like he's just about out of breath, and hold on. Oh, Goldust was going for his move, but R-Truth going for the cover here, and Eric Rowan kicking out. So Goldust was setting up, and R-Truth took advantage of him on the ground and didn't realize Goldust was setting up, going for the cover now as Goldust. And now a 1, 2, and a kick out by Braun Strowman at 2. Remember, this is an interactive universe mode. Stay tuned for the end. If you guys want to participate in the draft, all you got to do is wait till the end of Elimination Chamber. You guys get to pick a brand and draft the entire brand. You guys get to. Not me, you guys get to. If we get 2 to 3 people, then we can have a brand split WWE draft where you guys choose a brand and you guys draft superstars to that brand. So I'd highly recommend staying for the end of that, as this match has been an ongoing feud for a while now, as Golden Truth have just not had any luck against these two members of the Wyatt family. So it's going to be interesting to see if Golden Truth can finally pull out a win against these two monsters, really. If you missed the United States Championship Elimination Chamber match that started off the show, it will be up on YouTube following this Elimination Chamber pay-per-view. I'd highly recommend to go check it out, as we saw a new United States champion earlier tonight. But as we continue, R-Truth getting suplexed down to the down on the outside, and now here comes Eric Rowan, and Eric Rowan choke slam, dropping Goldust. A huge choke slam by Eric Rowan, and now stomping away on the chest of Goldust. Eric Rowan and Braun Strowman in control right now. Actually, as I say that, Goldust have regained the edge on Eric Rowan, and a drop kick. For those of you who want a quick look at the next match, our next match is going to be a huge rivalry match. Finn Balor, the NXT champion, will be in action against AJ Styles inside Hell in a Cell. So that's going to be an absolutely monumental match. I definitely stay tuned for that Hell in a Cell contest, as Eric Rowan got cut open by an elbow by Goldust. And now Eric Rowan back with the advantage here. I'd like to thank everybody for watching. This is interactive, so be sure, if you guys want to get involved, comment in the comment section. Have conversations with other people watching or with me. And be sure to remain here till the end of Elimination Chamber, where you guys can pick a brand and draft your entire brand. That's right, you guys are in control of this universe mode, so I'd highly recommend you stay tuned, where you guys can be the GM of a brand, essentially. That's going to be very big. Has Goldust now with the advantage on Eric Rowan. And now, R-Truth blocked by Braun Strowman. Here we go. Goldust is going for that move. This move put the Vaudevillains away when they came and fought them on Monday Night Raw a couple weeks ago, and now going for the cover. 1, 2, 3. Goldust has eliminated Eric Rowan, and now it's going to be a 2-on-1 assault of Braun Strowman, who is struggling right now, 1-on-1 with R-Truth. Well, it looks like Golden Truth very well could be one step closer to a tag team championship match. Again, though, we don't know what their brand is going to be. If they get drafted to a brand without a tag team title, it is very likely that they will enter a tournament for those tag team championships. Well, right now, Golden Truth with the advantage. R-Truth is kind of staggered here. He's just on the ground, writhing in pain. But now, Braun Strowman, knee to the face of Goldust, as R-Truth trying to get back into this matchup, and now going for the cover here. 2, and a kick out by Goldust at 2. So this match continuing here. Goldust and R-Truth taking on Braun Strowman in a 2-on-1 handicap, basically, as Goldust now looking for the cover, and it's not enough. As this match just continuing here, I gotta say that for Golden Truth, the taking away Eric Rowan was probably the best thing that could have possibly happened. As oh, there it is, the little Jimmy, and here comes R-Truth. 1, 2, 3. Golden Truth picking up a monumental win. So after a couple of hard losses, they get the win in this Tornado Tag Team match. You got to wonder what brand Golden Truth will be on by the end of this episode. But whatever brand they're on, they will likely have a shot at the tag team titles. But again, that's up to you guys. You guys get to choose who you want to see. And if you guys want to, you guys can control a brand and draft a brand all by yourselves. It's going to be really awesome. If you want to get involved, make sure you comment. We need some people to get this comment section blowing up here. But at the end of the show, I'll ask if anybody wants to take any in particular brand, and we can get someone, one of you guys watching, picking Raw, SmackDown, or NXT. This is going to be very important as the WWE draft will very likely determine the future of this universe mode. So you guys are in control of the WWE draft. That's right. 3 of you, whoever comments and says they want to be a certain brand, you guys are in control. So those of you watching on Twitch right now, be sure to stay tuned to the end of Elimination Chamber, where you guys can draft an entire brand on my universe mode. So that's going to be very important for the future of this universe mode. And then as this draft continues to happen, you guys have to tell me what matches you want to see on Raw, SmackDown, and NXT of next week if you come up with any ideas. Because again, you guys are in control. This is an interactive universe mode. You guys get the choices. But here we go. This rivalry has been ongoing for the last couple of weeks. It all started when Finn Balor and Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson turned on AJ Styles, throwing him in a 3-on-1 handicap match against the group. And now inside Hell in a Cell, AJ Styles goes 1-on-1 with the NXT champion Finn Balor. Well, next week, Finn Balor is going to have to defend the NXT championship against 2 superstars who very well could not be on NXT anymore. But the match is already slated, so it will happen. And if one of those superstars wins, they will be on both brands until they lose the NXT Championship. So that's going to be important as well. However, there is going to be no drafting Finn Balor here tonight. He is going to be stuck on NXT for the foreseeable future. So that's what's going to be important. The NXT and NXT Tag Team and NXT Women's Championships will all stay on NXT. I am debating negating that rule, but they will have to defend that title at the pay-per-view, the NXT pay-per-views, if they're not in the, even though they're not on the brand anymore. So we're live tonight. Seattle, Washington is the site for Elimination Chamber as AJ Styles makes his way down to the ring. AJ Styles hoping to have an opportunity at World Championships in the future. You guys are in control of giving him number one contendership shots as AJ Styles making his way down to the ring to take on Finn Balor. I gotta say, this Hell in a Cell match is going to be absolutely off the hook, in my opinion, as AJ Styles and Finn Balor, longtime friends and now rivals, are going to compete inside this matchup here tonight. The cell hanging above the ring. It's going to be interesting to see what happens. Can AJ Styles pick up a win? Can he get back at Finn Balor for causing him trouble, for causing him some of the worst 3 weeks of his entire career? As here comes the Demon. Here comes the NXT champion, winning the two-time NXT champion, winning the title back from Samoa Joe inside a steel cage on NXT a couple weeks ago. If you haven't watched that, I'd highly recommend to do that on the YouTube channel. As here we go, NXT champion Finn Balor, ladies and gentlemen. Finn Balor and AJ Styles, this goes back a couple of weeks now as, this matchup absolutely off the chain between these two former friends and rivals. As there you go, there he is, the NXT champion, Finn Balor. There is no guarantee anymore whether or not he will be on NXT after tonight, as we have an interactive Universe Mode draft after the show. For those of you that want to participate, stay tuned and make sure you comment. This is interactive. You guys get to post your comments on the comment section, address me, address the other people on this show. You've got to be able to do that if you want to see here in the future. But you guys will be in control of the WWE draft. We need at least 2 people who want to draft superstars, whether it's Raw, SmackDown, or NXT. But you guys are in control of that. So here comes Finn Balor, the NXT champion. And Finn Balor now, he very well could not be on NXT after tonight. But that's up to you guys. You guys are in control of that, unless you guys obviously don't want to. Then it'll be a randomized draft, and that'll be a little bit more hectic, to say the least. As here comes Finn Balor versus AJ Styles. This rivalry has been brewing and brewing and brewing for weeks now. As here comes Finn Balor, the NXT champion. I gotta say that it all started with the brutality of the 3-on-1 handicap match between all 3 members of the Bullet Club taking on the former member AJ Styles. And this match is just weeks in the making, months in the making, years in the making, really. As Finn Balor heading to the middle of the ring now, and AJ Styles and Finn Balor are finally going to go one-on-one, and it's going to be inside the Hell in a Cell structure. So this is going to be awesome. If you want to talk about that match, there's a wonderful thing called a comment section where you can talk about the match, and you can talk about the draft, ask me questions about the draft, or whatever you want, because this is going to be awesome. So whether you're on YouTube and you want to comment on what you think of each of these matches or whatever, or whether you're on Twitch and want to comment about the future of this Universe Mode, please do, because it's going to be absolutely unbelievable.